So guys, it's David here, and it is currently day 424, I believe. But like always, I hope you guys are doing well and are doing better than yesterday. So this morning, I woke up late again. I have to admit, I woke up late. And the thing I really hate about myself today is the fact that when I woke up at 5 this morning by my alarm, I was feeling pretty great. I was clear, I wasn't tired, and for whatever odd reason, I choose to go back into bed. I don't know why, I just did. And when I woke up around 7 a.m. today, I felt in a way kind of sad, like almost a bit depressed again. Why? Because first of all, sleeping for more than 8 hours a day, you kind of feel like you have spent just time wasted in bed for no other reason than to be lazy. And second of all, you realize that everybody's up, right? You lost another 2 hours or 3 hours of your day simply because you want to be in under the covers, but yet you were not tired earlier when you could have got up. And I guess this is a very disappointing fact, and coming up here to do the work today was a bit difficult because I already started my day off in a bad note. But despite that fact, I still did it. I still came up here and did what I was supposed to do. Because honestly, guys, that is the only thing I know that I should be doing. That is the only thing I know that I should actually be doing to have a better life. So I guess today's morning failed judgment, or whatever you want to call it, right? Mistake, right? It's over. It's over, and quite literally, I don't want to do the same thing tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. and just come up here, code until afternoon, and then go to the gym. Right? That is the plan, and I'm going to stick with it because my plan at the moment is working tremendously well by waking up in the morning, skipping my gym session, and fasting for a bit allows me to stay focused and use my most energized moments to learn this difficult skill of coding and to, most importantly, work towards something that is going to give me the best ROI in my lifestyle. So that's a very great choice, and to make that transition was a bit uncomfortable in the beginning because I had created this habit and ritual to go to the gym in the morning, but when I found out that going to the gym really exhausts me. So no longer do I feel tired in the morning because I start my morning by doing something pretty difficult, but I am not mentally exhausted. Anyways, so enough of me talking about my failure this morning. Life is great at the moment. And today I had to do something very uncomfortable, and that was to really reject one of my friend's requests. A very sincere friend, a very great friend actually. And he proposed me with this new business venture. He wants to lock in. He's ready to change, to make an impact on the world. And he wants to start a clothing business to make some money to help the people around him, just like everyone else who wants to be better. And being a very great friend and the way he sees me also, he wanted me to be a part of this journey. Now, me being stubborn, perhaps for the wrong reason and perhaps for the right reason, I had to say no. I had to say no, and even though I did it politely, I felt bad. Because it is never nice to reject someone who's so sincere and so nice to you. But I do believe to have the ability to say no at certain times is a very valuable skill, guys. Because I believe the awkwardness or perhaps even the fear to reject people is one of the greatest hindrance to our own potential at success, because we are slowly chipping away our free time by saying yes and agreeing to new favors, new obligations, new business opportunities from friends and family and strangers, from our bosses. And all of this proves to be trifling to our success, because none of that matters. But we just have this sense of awkwardness or perhaps even fear to say no to those new business, to reject our friends and family. We are uncomfortable to the fact that we are making those people we love and care about uncomfortable. But if you cannot do this, if you constantly agree to going out with your family on vacation, if you constantly agree to go shopping with your friends, to constantly pick up new shifts that you are not obliged to, and most importantly, shifts that you don't need, then you are pleasing not yourself, but those who actually don't matter, not to your life, but to your process of success. We have to share our time, right? It is the unfortunate truth that we all have the same amount of time. And perhaps that is also the fortunate reality, is that we all have the same amount of time. Therefore, nobody has the advantage. But the people who have the advantage is those who choose to say no, and those who are comfortable and who have set their boundaries clear. That I have something that I prioritize, I have this goal, I have this ambition, and I'll do anything to chase it. And any other new obligations, new favors, are not going to be something I will sacrifice for my journey of success. Because they are not important. Perhaps they are urgent, but they are not important because they do not add any value to my success, but rather they are only a type of distraction. So you see, guys, distractions come in different shape or form. Sometimes they can be so tricky and subtle that they come disguised in a way of spending time with your family, spending time with your friends, to just enjoy life. They may seem harmless, but in a way, they are really a gateway for you to open up to future distractions and obligations. Now, by no means you shouldn't hang out with your friends, right? By no means that you should neglect your family. But just understand that when you do, you are sacrificing your opportunity and your time frame to getting to the point you want in life. So if you want to get there faster, then turn people down more often. If you want to get there faster, then perhaps don't go out for like a whole day. Maybe tune that down to like a few hours, right? You can still be social and still be successful, but you cannot have the times of pleasure or the times of going out where it starts to outweigh the amount of effort you put into whatever you are doing. Have a balance, but always have what is more important and more of your priority higher than the other thing that is merely a distraction. So yes, turning down my friend today perhaps was my greatest mistake. Perhaps in the future he'll succeed faster than me. Perhaps he'll have this, multinational, international conglomerate, whatever, right? He may make it before me. But this may have also saved me. And the future is unpredictable. We cannot predict the future. We cannot, be sad and repent for something that has not yet happened. Even if it has happened, we cannot be sorry about it. Because in the moment, we only try to make the best decision we know. So would you be mad about that? I don't think so. But with that being said, I hope you guys had learned something from this, but if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow.